Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly reading. I'm your cosmic auntie, the interstellar storyteller, and I am recording this in September, but it could find you at any time. Tarot timing works in its own cool way, so whenever it does find you, I hope you're as well as you can be, and I'm really glad you're here. So please stay if you feel called to. I look forward to leaning deeper into your energy and having a chat with you, because I always love spending time with you, Leo. Okay, so before I jump into the visual and the sensations I receive for you this month, I encourage you to always bounce all messages off your own inner guidance, your own inner knowing. You know yourself best, okay? You know yourself best. Never give your power away. Don't make anything fit. When a message resonates, you'll just know, right, Leo? And when it doesn't, you'll just know. I want these to feel like a tasting plate of energy. Take what you want, leave the rest, and I hope it comes alongside you and assists you in your healthiest well-being, okay? All right, Leo. I received a sound before I received a visual for you, and it was the sound of pop rocks popping. And I didn't receive a visual right away, so I just felt and that sensation, and I heard that sensation of like pop rocks popping, like, you know? And so I recognized the sound like right away, but then I also felt like, I was like, was that a campfire? And you always remind me of like the coals, the sustained warmth, you know? So, but then the energy showed me all of these colored candies, and so it was pop rocks. And we'll see what that kind of plays out and see if that influences the energy in any way. So before I move the decks, I want to introduce them to you. This is the oracle deck I'll be using at the end of the reading. It's called Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It's awesome, gorgeous deck. And then this is a tarot deck that's a bit different than the decks I usually use, and it's called the Tarot of the Light and Shadow. So it's 2 full 78 card tarot decks, one for the light, one for the shadow, and then I use them all mixed together, and it's just an amazing tool. So I hope you enjoy. Let's start shuffling the cards and seeing what's coming up. So pop rocks, they're a very unique sensation. They're a fun sensation. They're like, but you're surprising, you know, whimsy. There's a whimsy with pop rocks. So I feel like an immediate sense of playfulness from you, Leo, which is like kind of always part of you. You know, you rule the heart, the inner child, the, you know, the heart space. So there's a lot of playfulness that comes with your archetype. So what's going on with these pop rocks with Leo? The Two of Swords just flipped out from the shadow deck. I also will interchange the shadow with the internal energy, shadow energy with internal energy, and light energy with external energy. So there's a choice, something that I heard weighing, options that you're weighing. Six of Pentacles in the light energy, external. I heard, what do you want to give? Maybe some of you are thinking about, yeah, what you want to give, how you want to give it. Making choices on different options for yourself. Okay, whoa, the Judgment card from the internal deck. Yeah, the shadow deck. So that brings a total new tone into it, for sure. There's huge shifts that you're experiencing internally, Leo. Huge. Cathartic awakenings. And I sense at this point, like this judgment energy, these awakenings, these releases, these internal confrontations, these expansions is leading you into options of how to, how you want to show up in the world and how you want to give to the world what you give in your energy that you show up with, as well as like the energy you're looking to interact with and receive. The Six of Pentacles is a giving and receiving energy. So I really sense you becoming more aware of your energy, more aware of your energy and what you give and what you do and how you do it in the world, and what you like and what you value and what you want to receive from the world as well. Okay, with an air of like silliness with the pop rocks. So like there's a sense of like really returning, really being aware of your energy. And with this expansion, having more room for different facets of your psyche, of your soul, like maybe you're allowing yourself to be a little bit more silly again. Okay. So we've got the Ten of Wands from the Shadow deck as your inner child's position. The Three of Swords from the Light deck is the subconscious. Seven of Wands from the Light deck in the conscious. Temperance in the heart space from the Shadow deck. Three of Wands, but reversed, and I don't usually do reversals unless they're like kind of naturally occurring, so I will keep that on the board. Three of Wands reversed in the past position. Four of Wands in the present. Queen of Wands in the from the internal in the future. There's that Judgment card that flipped out, but in the blockages. The Tower in your strengths. Whoa. And both of these wanted to come out. So we've got the Four of Swords, and then we've got the Four of Pentacles as your advice. Well, some of you have just had enough. Some of you may have put something on hold for something else to grow. Like, I sense maybe for some of you, you put some things on hold when it comes to perhaps starting a family or marriage and milestones in that regard. But with the Three of Wands here in the past reversed, it's like there's something that's hanging, and there's something that's there that's shelved in some way or has been shelved. So that might just be a specific message for one of you. Some feeling like fed up with not being able to have the room to explore the things that you may have, put on hold in order to show up for your family and your relationship in some way. And it's like there's a sense of like enough, like there's a sense of your spirit in this, like the spirit in this energy, which, it's your reading, so if this resonates, you'll know. But there's this whole feel of enough, like enough. Your spirit is just like craving. You're craving yourself, Leo. Queen of Wands here in the future, that's your energy, feeling more like yourself, feeling more in your power. And there's a really unique, beautiful alchemy here in your heart space with playing with different levels of that, creating your own potion, and really kind of starting to pepper in things that you may have put on hold in the past in order to give that energy to somewhere else, or new things that you're interested in. There's a lot of change here. If some of you resonate with the putting on hold things, I sense that for some of you as well with that may be experiencing emotional and relationship breakdown in some way. There's the Tower in your strength, so some of you may be deciding to either move away and end those relationships, and then others of you may be shaking up that foundation by starting to incorporate your intentions and your needs and your things for you, and re alchemizing this potion so that you feel more in like you. There's things that are coming to an end though, like Leo, with the 10 of Wands in your inner child. It's like there's certain conditioning that you are breaking free of, and with the Judgment and the blockages, I sense a certain like awareness, but I have yet to turn around and look at it. It feels like it's kind of in the peripheral. It's like it's happening, this big awakening, this cathartic release, those things we talked about at the beginning of the reading. Because there's your subconscious energy with the Three of Swords, there's a sense of heartbreak, there's a sense of disappointment and loss or betrayal, and the things that come with the Three of Swords. Like there's a sense of pain, there's painful memories that are being explored subconsciously, and that is influencing the sense of enough, like coming to terms and awareness that you've had enough. And some of you, as you've walked away from certain, people, places, things, or recalibrated the way that you, show up to those people, places, things, and the way you use your energy and share your energy, there's a lot to be, celebrated here. I feel like, again, with the pop rocks, it just feels like a return to your silliness, yourself, your creativity, your whimsy, all of these beautiful Leo qualities that you bring into dynamics. So like I sense that you have an ability to continue to bring those things into, because you love so much, especially when it comes to your family. You love so much, and you give, and you have endless energy for that. But this is what I'm sensing here is like that, really creating that fountain within yourself, so you feel like yourself. You feel present in those moments. You feel present in your body, and have room to explore the things that you want to explore, and have the ability to start something new or incorporate something new, or and with the Tower in your strengths, there's a real I want to say catharsis, because cathartic is a word I use with the Tower a lot. It's a catharsis mixed with the Judgment card. That's also so intense and chaotic, but necessary to shatter through illusions that you need to shatter through, expand through the conditioning that is holding you back, challenge those limiting beliefs with love, the way that you would, encourage a loved one to tune into the challenging emotions they're feeling, because it's so necessary to be aware of the shadow energy. There's deep shadow work I feel with you, Leo, and that also brings us shadow work brings us so close with the inner child, and that, like, those pop rocks, I just feel it like deep inside, and it's almost like you're swimming to that, and to connect to that, and there, like, through this sense of enough, you've set that intention to create change, to feel better. Spirit is advising to really ground and rest as much as you can right now. Keep taking that time out with yourself, for yourself, to heal, to rest and restore, because you're transmuting, Leo. You're like totally transforming, and really coming home to yourself at a deeper level. And holding your own, like there's a sense of holding your own, having this real beautiful stamina, tenacity. Whoops. Okay, that's good. So yeah, this stamina and this tenacity, this fortitude here in your conscious energy, really holding strong. This is where I get the sense that you're able to show up in your environment, because you're very strong, you're very gracious, Leo. You're also very fierce. So I sense there's like, it's almost like you're poking through the dam of like your fierceness, because your creativity can lie in there too, healthy boundaries. It's like reacquainting yourself with certain aspects of yourself, integrating them back into your whole, and calling your power back. That's a huge theme in this month, is calling our power back to us, each and every one of us, and feeling that those things click into place, calling ourselves back out of other psyches, expelling people's voices from our psyches that don't belong there anymore, and creating more space to feel in the driver's seat of our bodies and our experience. So I feel that in your energy too, in your own unique way, of course. And it's like, with this Three of Wands, it's like I really feel like there's an aspect of almost holding yourself back in some way, and now releasing that floodgate, opening it up, and giving it space to actualize and expand. And that's something that's healing the pain, the heartbreak. And it can be heartbreaking to feel isolated from oneself. So keep up the good work, keep reaching into yourself, celebrating the moment, right? Four of Wands in the present position, celebrating the moment, witnessing how far you've come, remembering your strength, keep standing in that fortitude, playing with that potion, crackling through limiting molds, resting as much as you can, and shaking it up, because the Tower in your strengths, like, this is you knowing that change needs to occur, and the riding through the chaos of it, being present in the chaos of it, being grateful in the chaos of it. Doesn't mean it's fun, doesn't mean you like it, but at the same time, I feel like there's a necessity with this that is coming deep from within in order to feel more, close to yourself, to feel comfortable being yourself and feeling again like with that Queen of Wands in your future, like when in the internal position, just again returning home to self. You've always been there. It's just clearing certain ways that are, getting in the way of that clicking into place. And sometimes, like Cancer and I just talked about this, sometimes things crumble and they, fall into place. Not every piece fits into that, and there is release and letting go involved. We have to be aware and ready for that. I feel like you're coming to terms with that, knowing that you're allowed to shift and change and expand. And I feel a whole new, I heard renaissance of discovering new skills and old skills that you put on hold, and being very much like reveling in the moment, Leo. Rest is the revolution. Keep grounding, taking the time you need to integrate these discoveries, this shedding, this uncovering, this, reconnecting, and all of the things that you may be experiencing at this time if this energy resonates with you. So let's do an oracle card, Leo. And with this Temperance, like I want to show you, like this is where I'm getting this potion. They're the alchemist. And with the pop rocks, like maybe you're thinking about, putting pop rocks in something. There's a surprise, there's a whimsy again, like putting your specific touch on things, letting yourself shine. Because healing doesn't always have to look like really, really sad and hard. It can, oh my gosh, of course. Because it is, and to honor that is so important. That's where this rested. But it also is, there's also joy that can be so healing when we find those things that be that silliness that can bring in so much healing as well, and finding that alchemy between honoring all of the feelings, all of the sensations that are coming up, and addressing them accordingly to what the experience is, what you're finding that is. And I encourage you to always tap into your own healthiest well-being and know that you are a dynamic person. There's not one size fits all. There's not one response that fits all when it comes to shadow work. Just keep being present with yourself and heeding that call home, and removing these like barriers to that silly inner child. Like you always have that. You rule the heart, right? It's just feeling that like vein is clear. You feel that flow. It's any kind of blockages have been removed. Another visual I got a lot in readings this month was a well-oiled, well-fueled engine. You see all the gold liquid and all of it. So I can tell that each and every one of us are working on our, our engines. It is Virgo season, and Virgo is really, Virgo invites us into that flow and to optimize the flow and to tinker and make sure that things are running smoothly and efficiently, right? So keep up the good work. And the card that you got is Alchemical Mutation. Yes, Leo. Alchemical mutation. Your spiritual growth is changing your mind, body, and soul. It is very real. It is helping you fulfill all aspects of your divine destiny. It is awakening spiritual talents and attracting in new energies. This process will bring tremendous joy and satisfaction. What a beautiful way to conclude this reading. I'm going to leave it right there. And thank you, energy. Thank you, creator. Thank you for this moment, Leo. I hope this was helpful in some way. I love you very much, and I will see you next month.